Hi guys, what's up? It's Joe Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island All Stars 2026 Series 3 episode 39. I'll leave a link down below to episode 38, which was the last unseen bits of this series. Of course there's going to be spoilers, so without further ado, let's get on with it. So in the last episode on Friday, of course before the unseen bits, the ex-Islanders were coming in and they each voted for one couple that they wanted to get rid of. So there's 6 left, and then they were going to be whittled down to 5 until the final. So Charlie was up first. He went for Leanne and Scott, and he was saying like Scott's the biggest snake in the villa. And he also believes that Millie and Zach, like a ticket to the final. You know, you should just get in with her to get, well, either Millie's getting with Zach to get to the final or Zach's getting with Millie to get to the final. That's what he was saying. Imani went for Belle and Harrison. She did also say that Whitney and Yeaman have blossomed and she's liking them. Shaq went for Lucinda and Sean. Belle, he was saying, you know, she needs more of a man, and Harrison isn't that man, you know, he's too young, he hasn't been through a lot. And then he's saying like Lucinda, when they're out the villa, Lucinda will drop Sean like a stone. AJ went for Belle and Harrison. She's been questioning Scott and Leanne, and then there was a talk about Harrison's slippers were still at Lauren's house. And also there's been like videos and pics of him showing his haircut on like Instagram or Snapchat, and then also texts with Lauren. Like, he didn't tell anything that he was going into All Stars. I don't know if like other people have told, you know, other people they've been with, oh yeah, I'm going on All Stars. But yeah, Harrison forgot to tell Lauren, and well, they broke up in October, and they feel like that's not long enough to get back into a relationship or something. But yeah, Curtis went for Leanne and Scott, just basically said they're not compatible really. Jess went for Belle and Harrison. She's happy for Whitney and Yeaman as well. Jack went for Lucinda and Sean. He didn't want to go for Belle and Harrison just because he felt like there was a cop-out, and yes, they are the newest couple as well. I think, you know, they're pretty good suited, but I mean, out of the other couples, they've not been together the longest. Whitney and Yeaman, you know, he's delighted. It is long distance, but, you know, he said you're going to smash it. And then he said for Lucinda and Sean, it's very one-sided. Carrington, I don't really know what much to say there, apart from he just chose Belle and Harrison. Connor went for Leanne and Scott. Whitney and Yeaman, he said they were great as well. Then Cher went for Belle and Harrison. Not a lot said really, I guess. Jessie went for Lucinda and Sean. She says there's a bit of fake behaviour. And then I think Scott called Curtis naughty when he was talking or something. Yeah, Helena went for Leanne and Scott. And then Kira went for Belle and Harrison, and then Tommy, the final person, went for Belle and Harrison. So Whitney and Yeaman, Sammy and Kieran, and Millie and Zach got 0 votes. I believe Lucinda and Sean got 3 votes, Leanne and Scott got 4, and then Belle and Harrison got 7. So Belle and Harrison are dumped from the villa. Maya spoke to them outside. Scott and Leanne spoke. Basically, you know, Helena's comment was fair, he said. I can't remember what she said. But like Connor and Curtis's threw him off. Every vote, like the ex-Islanders did, should have been for Belle and Harrison, he said. Sean and Lucinda, you know, so they said they're like Marmite, you either love them or you hate them. Sammy and Kieran, you know, he said they're really good for them, you know, they're in a good space. Same with like Whitney and Yeaman and Millie and Zach. Millie thinks that Zach got targeted quite a lot during that voting. Whitney and Yeaman, you know, it's been a good day, and, you know, her exes become stans, you know, obsessive fans, which is sort of good, you know, they're backing them, which is great. Then there was another text, and we thought, oh God, what's going to happen? But it was just mentioning the couple's names, and then congratulations, they're in the final, they all jumped in the pool. Then there was a vote for the winners for the 50k prize, which they're going to share. So the vote will be open, well, now it'll close at like 8:45 tonight. Then there'll be a second vote in the live final. So I don't know if they'll probably they normally like combine the votes, or you normally have a vote after like one couple's gone or something. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but that's what was mentioned. 8:45 first vote closes, and then another vote during the live final. And then on the Love Island app, our new Love Island rules. Tap for Amy, India, Ali and G's best bits from this week. And then we have first look. Well, this was from this one. Tensions are high as the dumped islanders drop by. It's decision time for the dumped islanders, and tensions are high as they've come with receipts. The dumped islanders are back. Which ex-islander do you think will be coming in with the most heat? I believe 1% went for AJ, 13% Carrington, 75% Charlie, 1% Curtis, 2% Helena, 0% Imani, 1% Jack, 2% Jess, 3% Jesse, 0% Connor, 0% Kira, 1% Shaq, 0% Cher, 1% Tommy. What's the best way to be organically yourself? There's a poll. 51% said hug a tree every day. 27% stand in the sun to attempt photosynthesis. 15% only drink herbal tea. And then 7% sleep in a vegetable patch. Because I think Charlie called Belle organically or organic, he said. The argument is loud, but the podcasts are louder. There's a video. Old drama reignites between Charlie and Scott. Basically, he's been on a lot of podcasts, he was saying, or something. Lucinda addresses those rumours. There's a video. Jack addresses possible outside situationships with Lucinda. Basically, he was saying he saw something that she was with a guy who works with like a label brand or something, but that's not true, she said. Connor really said, Curtis, take it away. Calling out someone you think is playing a game. There's a video on that. Are the ex-Islanders' votes for Belle and Harrison a cop-out? When people critique your relationship, there's a video on that. Harrison and Belle have been dumped from the villa. In a short space of time, Harrison turned Hurricane Belle into Butterfly Belle, but doubt about their sustainability led the ex-Islanders to vote them least compatible couple, meaning they're immediately dumped from the villa. I sense another podcast incoming. Seeking revenge on a guy you used to like. There's a video on that. Your Love Island All-Star 2026 finalists. There's a video on that. And then on the morning after, it's giving double dumpies. Tap for all the tea as India is joined with Tommy, Jesse, Harrison and Belle in South Africa. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.